us on K24 Newscat as we keep you abreast to the latest updates from across the country. But first, the highlights. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki calls on Kenyans to register for the health fund, saying it is a game changer in the country's health sector. Fighting for health. Judith Achieng is appealing for medical assistance after her health and livelihood were upended by her battle with cancer. Running for education. The great Chepsaita Marathon kicks off in Uasin Gishu County. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Harriet Chimea. Now to our top story. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki now says the government is committed to making sure the Social Health Authority works perfectly for the people of Kenya. Kindiki termed the move as a game changer, calling on Kenyans to give the government time to ensure its full implementation and see to it that all Kenyans have access to affordable health care.
That Kenya has ever rolled out. The current challenges will be surmounted, and they were expected because President Kibaki tried this program, universal health coverage. It met a bit of challenges, and there was a pullback. President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2018, under his Big Four agenda, also put this program forward. It met headwinds, and there was a bit of a pullback, and therefore we expected there would be a bit of turbulence at the takeoff of this program. We are aware there are challenges, but this administration is determined to succeed in this program because it will transform Kenya like no other program has done. Many countries, including developed countries, have tried universal health care, with some of them with a little success, others without any success. So we expect the challenges to persist for a while. We are committed to resolving all the challenges, and we are listening to all the stakeholders, the professionals.
The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, has come to the defense of the Controller of Budget against accusations of inaccurate and misleading reporting leveled against her by the Council of Governors, arising from her latest report, which puts the county bosses on the spot over diverse financial irregularities and illegalities. Speaking to journalists in Mwingi, Kitui County on Friday, the Commission, through spokesperson Eric Ngumbi, criticized the governor's response to the audit findings, urging them to accept accountability and focus on addressing the irregularities pointed out by the Controller of Budget rather than dismissing oversight efforts.
It is true that corruption remains a big challenge in the county governments. Despite the efforts that EACC and other government agencies are making, there is still a lot to be done, particularly in the county governments, where most of our governors, who are supposed to ensure prudent utilization of public resources, are presiding over corruption, allowing theft of public funds. But EACC will continue to conduct investigations, and where persons are found culpable, we will recommend prosecution in addition to recovery of property that has been acquired in an unlawful manner.
Religious leaders and stakeholders in the health sector are fighting for the inclusion of Kenyans with special needs in all government programs as well as government positions. Speaking at the launch event of the book A Gift from God, which was narrated by Reverend Timina Muhia of EACC Kahawa Sukari, they advised the Ministry of Health to include therapy treatment under Taifa Care. They have also criticized the leadership of President William Ruto for excluding Kenyans with these special needs in government jobs, as in the recent appointment of the new cabinet.
I've gone through this journey of raising a child with special needs, and through the journey I have learned so many things. caregivers sometimes are neglected. They go through overwhelming time. People don't understand them. They need to be empowered so that they can help these children realize the assignment or their purpose on earth.
I want to address our government because, you know, you have maybe a child with special need, but you cannot go to the hospital without SHA and maybe get help.
Recently, I have not seen the government very much aggressive in the issue of supporting people who are differently abled. For example, we need to have somebody who is a cabinet secretary who is differently abled, being given that position to deal with the differently able.
As the festive season kicks in, Kenyans are being urged to be vigilant and prioritize safety during a time traditionally associated with increased security risks. Speaking during the launch of a 2024 security report by BM Security Company, stakeholders in the private security companies sector said that incidents of burglary, road accidents and other incidents spiked during the December holidays and asked Kenyans to remain vigilant. According to the National Transport and Safety Authority, road accidents pose as a significant risk during the holidays, claiming at least 7,114 lives between January and August 2024.
What are the risks that people face and what are the mitigation strategies? So I'd recommend that our clients and our stakeholders review our security report, our annual security report, for comprehensive details in terms of how to manage risks around the festive season. But maybe just to give a summary of what some of those risks are. Within your own household, it's important to ensure that you've got security response mechanisms, whether it's an alarm system or, as we've launched today, an app. If you're traveling abroad, to ensure that abroad or out of your residence, if you're going up country, to ensure that you have sufficient security in place whilst you're away, and to have response mechanisms in place whilst you're on the road. So we've seen a rise in road accidents. There's a higher threat during the festive season. So I think doing that route planning and making sure that, you know, you're sober behind the wheel. But I think most importantly, with any emerging security situation, having an app such as the one that we've launched is really the peace of mind for our stakeholders and our clients.
Meanwhile, Kenyans have been urged to be consistent with reading books and lifelong learning so as to broaden their mindset and enable them to be more knowledgeable. Experts raised concerns that reading culture in the country is slowly dying and that there is dire need to revive it so as to benefit Kenyans with more knowledge and insightful opinions to help shape their lives, businesses, imagination and fuel their creativity.
How are you want to sing answers?
We're seeing in the economy or in like the global landscape that the next generation.
Of course, COVID was one of those
that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And knowledge, you can acquire it in very many ways. And there is none that beats reading books. So I love reading books. I like telling the stories in books. And I think the more you read, even reading and getting opinions from different authors, it will actually help you shape your opinion, and it will always guide you even where you don't know. It releases knowledge to help you live better in life. We should always play our part and get away from a position of blaming everybody, including the government. I think as it...
Judith Achieng, a resident of Siaya County, is appealing for assistance after her health and livelihood were upended by cancer. Achieng, who had been the primary breadwinner for her family by selling omena at Kakamega Fish Market, started experiencing breast swelling last year. Initially hopeful for a simple treatment, her condition worsened, and in January, doctors recommended an intensive treatment plan, including 8 sessions of chemotherapy, followed by mastectomy.
Linituma na barua kupelekea daktari mwingine kupelekea daktari mwingine. Kwanza mambo na SHA bado ilikuwa inasumbua. Sikujua kama nitafaulu kwa hiyo mambo na SHA kwa sababu ilinisumbua. Wakapeleka jina langu, wakaniambia kwa hiyo SHA inatakana nilipe 750. Sasa mimi nilishindwa nilipe 750 na wengine wanalipa 300. Sasa mimi mambo hii itakuwa namna gani? Sasa bahati mzuri kuangalia ukapata wakati nilikuwa napata chemotherapy walituambia tulipe mwaka moja mbele ndio tupate hiyo chemotherapy. Usipolipa mwaka moja mbele utapata chemotherapy. Maana chemotherapy hiyo nasikia inachukua 30,000, 50,000 ndio upate chemotherapy moja. Ningependa kuomba serikali unisikie, naomba msaada.
The Kenya National Union of Post-Primary Teachers KUPPET annual general meeting in Machakos ended in disarray as members of two opposing factions failed to agree on various issues, including the yearly financial reports, citing a lack of auditing, authenticity and signatures. However, according to Machakos branch chair Musimbei Katuku, JSS teachers are specialized to teach only 2 subjects but are often forced to teach different subjects at their assigned workstations, leading to friction between JSS teachers and school heads. The union also decried the lack of hardship allowances for those in challenging areas, which has led to a surge in transfer requests.
What has come out of that CBA was a very, very immoral disparity between the classroom teacher and the management of schools. Today, if you compare your salary, those who are in the class, and the principal, the disparity is 700%. And international standards demands that the disparity between the lowest earning in the same environment and the highest should not be beyond 25%.
Another demand in our strike was employment of new GS teachers, and 20,000 of them in the country they have been employed. Actually, the employment is going on, and that's another thing we've been pushing, and is a good thing.
We want to urge our national leaders to include standing allowances for the teachers. If they cannot get any other allowance, the standing allowance is an open allowance, which teachers teach while standing.
Now, the Great Chepsaita cross country is currently underway in Uasin Gishu County amid tight security with over 2,000 police officers deployed to guard the venue. Runners from over 15 nations are taking part in the race that attracted over 10,000 athletes. So let's listen in and take a look at the live pictures on your screen.
When you talk about the turnout and also the competition, you have been at the center of Sirikwa. This one, you were here when the first edition, and the numbers that are being posted here are incredible numbers.
You know, everything is about plan and having a vision, having a dream of what we can do. Kenya is a country which is really blessed with the talented artists that we have. We only need to harness the resources that we have. Now we have seen that we can develop athletes who have been doing very well, but we can also grow an industry in this country alone, where we have the government coming on board, also the private sector supporting this some of our events, and we can have something special where we grow talent from grassroots, primary schools, secondary schools, all the way to university. And if that industry can take root, the industry can take root, I'm telling you, there's so much this country can do, especially in athletics. Now the government is focusing on athletics, and we want to assure the support that the government is giving us will be utilized well and for the benefit of our artists. They have done so well. They have represented this country. What can we give them back? The best thing we can do now is to make sure that the young generation that are coming back, we give them now the equipment, the material they use to continue with their training, and above all, education. And this is the theme for this event that we are now today, is running for education. Running for education is a dream, a plan that we talked about it, because some of us are a product of scholarships that we had when we went to the US. We want to have it in this country. This is something that can be replicated, and we can do it. Because if we have students that are going to primary and secondary schools the way we have been partnering with at least Kenya, then the same students can go through the universities in this country. Some can go to US or other universities in other countries. We develop a...
Well, be sure to get the latest update from our sports anchor there, Chris Migwambo. And that's all here on K24 Newscut. My name is Harriet Chimea. Do have a good afternoon.
Oh yeah, Nairobi, Kenya comes alive on the 7th of December 2024. At SK, the Dome Jamhuri Park Showground from 7 p.m. as the sensational Register Etana will be performing live at the Good Vibes Festival. Tickets are now available at ticketyetu.com. Regular tickets are now going for 1,500. VIP tickets are going for 3,000, and 5,000 Kenyan shillings for VVIP. Ingia, ticket yetu na ushike tiko yako leo. Come and have some good vibes.
I'm not the sort of person who falls in and quickly out of love. But to you, I give my affection right from the start.
Baada ya kutumia damu ya Yesu na mwili wa Yesu Kristo, shine, you shine and you shine, and just in the name of Jesus.
Karibuni, hii ndio bed ya the best local entertainment.
Sitakubali ukalie kiti cha umiliki katika kampuni ya mume wangu.
Tell me where my money is and I'll make this quick and painless.
You don't know what they do to girls like you.
I think it's a very unfair. Nakujua vizuri sana. Najua mdosi wangu vizuri sana. Hauwezi akakuandika kazi.
What are you passing through currently in your life? Could it be that you are facing family problems? Perhaps there is no peace in your family, or it's your marriage that it's at the verge of divorce. Maybe it's the addiction or the depression that is making you think that you are no longer important. Do not give up, for there is someone who passed through the same situation you are in now, but he or she overcame by giving God a chance in their lives. Every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Be sure to join us in our program, I Am Soul Precious, here on K24 TV, and God will give you the direction you need.
Asante kwa kunipigia simu. Simu yako nitaipokea kwa muda usiokuwa mrefu. Je, unajua kuwa wimbo wa taifa wa Kenya ulitokana na wimbo wa Kipokomo, mojawapo ya kabila za pwani nchini Kenya? Wimbo rasmi ulitungwa na Thomas Johnson Kalume.
Ili kuset asante kwa kunipigia kama skiza tune yako, dial *811 *622#.
Kwani uliongeza watu kwa list?
Ni sherehe kubwa.
Jua kesho unajipata tugotane buzz. Utasikia tu.
Parents throw graduation party for daughter's boyfriend.
Nimepata admission letter ya kujoin campo. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
But you're